There we go. And it sounds like we have sound. Yeah, it sounds like we have sound. And that mic's not horrible up there. Pretty cool. All right. Hey, Mr. Landfill, how you doing? This is a ad hoc live stream. I'm just working and decided to go online and see what's going on. Hey, Martin, good to have you. I do not have. I'm in the. The sound's going to be a little different than normal. Let me show you what we're doing today. We're in the different area today. We're actually in the workbench. The workbench kind of looks like. Let's see if I can get this to work. Gonna have to do some clicking here. Looks like this today. And let's see. I don't know if I have any other screen. I can do. I guess I could show you this too. So this is what I'm working on today. This is the Nexus 4 FPGA. So I'm doing a little Mega 65 stuff today. I've promised some folks that I would test out a new core on the Nexus 4. And so I've been wanting to do that for quite some time. Let me move this over here. I'm going to move some things just a little bit. I'm kind of out of my element. How's the sound, guys? Does it sound okay? Let me know. And apologies, I have to. Hey, Evil J, good to have you. I have to look over here for chat. I could probably move it. One of these days, I'll figure out some other things. I'd really like to put a monitor up there over the camera, but for now, this is going to have to do. 5x5. Thank you, Mr. Landfill. Appreciate it. And again, no agenda whatsoever on this one, guys. This is just me hanging out in the workbench, trying to get a few things done, and thought, hey, I'll go live, and if you all are interested in watching and joining along, you can do that. You may be working on your own projects. If you are, list and chat. What are you working on? Looks like I got a warning. Let's see what the warning is. The stream. Let's see. Let's open Studio and see what it says here. Let me know if you're having problems with the stream. I did just get a warning. Let me see. Oh, I can do chat this way. That'll be good. Let me pop out the chat here. That'll be a little bit better. I don't have to do this. I can just kind of do this. So let me go ahead and pop out the chat here, and we'll put that over here like that. And then let me see what that warning was. The streams is lower. We recommend. Looks like, looking at stream health though, it still looks like it's good. So let me know, guys, if you start to run into problems with the stream. But it does appear that everything is okay. Evil J says, I have a knockoff 2600 Junior that doesn't match any Atari schematics. Going to trace the signals and do a composite mod. Oh, very cool. We should have you on the stream. What you're doing is a lot more exciting than what I'm doing. I did have another plan. Let me see if I can get this thing to follow me. There we go. I did have another plan. Let me go back to here. There we go. I was going to upgrade my Spectrum Next Issue 2 with a Raspberry Pi Zero, but found out I didn't have a female 40-pin header. So had to scratch that, had to get on Amazon. I don't think I ever placed that order. Did I ever place that order? Let me see. Maybe I haven't placed that order. Let's see if that order got placed. I don't think I finished that order. Let's see. Let me get go ahead and get that Amazon. But I need those headers, and I needed a few other things. So I thought, well, no, I did not. I didn't finish my checkout. So let me go ahead and proceed to checkout here. Here. Keep me signed in. Two-step verification. Oh boy, here we go. Get to find my code. Let's see. That code is like that. Where am I? Oh, it's not even putting it in there. Don't you hate it when it does that? There we go. And I'll show you guys what I ordered here in just a second. So this is what I needed. Let me go ahead. I think I can pull this up. This is going to get really awkward. There we go. There you go. Oh, actually, it looks like you are seeing it. So there you go. So needed one of these and one of these right here. So we got that done. So ordered, that should be here. Perfect. All right. So we'll go ahead and close that out right here. So what I need today is for this project, and again, I'm a little out of my element because I'm in a different place. Let me see if these keystrokes are working. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So this is There we go. So that is the top view. Let me see if 3 is working. Yeah, why isn't 3 working? Let me see if I can change a few things here really quickly so I won't be driving myself nuts. Um, oh, there's plastic cups in the background. Yes, there's a bunch. There's a lot of stuff in here. I've got some up here too. You can't see them. Let me go ahead and check my hotkeys here. Okay, there's one. Microscope is 6. Let me just change a few things here. Workbench is 3. Max screen is 4. That's why that one wasn't working. So I think that's going to do it. Let's try it. Okay, now I should be able to kind of move through these. So here's that one. Here's that one. Here's the workbench. There we go. That gets you a little different view because we probably will want a little larger view when we have to start hooking up with this little monitor here. And then we can go to the Mac screen, which is here, which we'll need to do on occasion. Okay, I think that gets it. And I think 0 is still not working. So 0 should be the thumbnail, but not that you need to see the thumbnail. But there you go. Probably won't need that. So we can go. Yeah, so the tub's got lots of stuff back here. Got a little, this is actually, you want a little inside baseball. This right here is where my virtual meetings for work typically occur. So you can see I got a little stream deck, a mic, and some other things over there. So, and then that pushes, what's really kind of cool is when I'm on a virtual meeting, all of this, the workbench is in the view of that and vice versa. So it's kind of a cool little space. I like it. Let me see, I think I just turned off my auto tracking. There we go. Now it's back on. And this is, I'm using an Insta360 tracking webcam right there. You can see it doing all kinds of weird things. It wants to be my producer, but you can see it can kind of follow me around, which is kind of nice. And I'm using the microphone because I just didn't have time to hook up a really good microphone. So you are listening through the Insta microphone. So I think that gets everything. Let me check on chat here. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Good. Good to have. Hey, Patrick, good to have you. Your latest chapter 4 of the Mega 65 Users Guide was helpful for me to figure out how to install a beta ROM file on my Mega 65 by booting and holding. Good. Well, I'm glad that worked. And it's chapter 5, just for those of you watching. That was the latest chapter. I was actually looking at a little bit of the chapter 6 prep today. Oh, by the way, if you all have not checked out, make sure you check out, and I'm going to put it in chat for you. Oh, why isn't that working? Huh, interesting. My auto expander isn't working in chat, but let me, that is very odd. I'll have to fix that, but I'll just do it. HTTPS www.youtube.com/@ retrocombs dash. Hey, check out, if you've not seen the new channel, I've got another channel where I've just kind of separated a lot of the modern tech with the retro stuff that I normally do on the regular channel. So yeah, it just turned itself off. Interesting. I'm gonna figure out why that is. So now we're tracking. Yeah, we're tracking. It's a little experiment, but it'll be interesting. But I did just post a really cool thing. It's a short video, just a short video on the 8-bit do C64 keyboard, which is kind of cool. So enjoy that. Yes, chapter 5. Yep, got you, Patrick. Martin, wow, you're nearly half a world away. Who's half a world away? Oh yeah, Martin is nearly half a world away. You are right. We need a few things here. Let's see. How many of you are participating here? Let me pull this down here. Got about 9 of you hanging out. Good to have you hanging out. Okay, let's get to work here. We've got some stuff to do. I will try and keep an eye in chat. If I miss your chat, just reach through the screen and smack me on the head and let me know you left a chat. It will be difficult, I will tell you. I'm so used to the other area. I do have some water. Now, why is that doubled? I do not need that here. So let me get rid of this. That is weird. Let me remove that one. Yes. Let me remove this one. That's just weird. You don't want 2 heads. There we go. I'm not sure how that happened, but looks like everything's locked down now. Okay. So this is the Nexus 4. This is an FPGA, and it has been working with, or I should say it has been. It hasn't been working for about a year with the recent Mega 65 cores. And evidently there's been some work on the cores to get the latest core working on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that core down. We're going to install it on here. I probably am going to have to update some ROMs because this thing is pretty dated. Let's just go ahead and test it first and see where we are with it before we go ahead and get the new core and run. So here's the situation. So here's how you hook this thing up. If you've not seen the Nexus 4 FPGA, this is going to be kind of cool for you because it'll show you kind of how this works. So the SD card itself includes the core file. You can write the core to the actual device itself, but you can just place it on here too. And I'm trying to remember if it's a core file or if it's the BIT file. Maybe the BIT file that we move. And then you put your ROMs and everything else like you normally would for a Mega 65 on the SD card. You plug it in there and then you turn it on. It takes a little bit longer to boot than the Mega 65, but it is not long at all. It does get powered with, at least I power it. It does have a barrel jack, but I typically power it from not my, this USB, micro USB looks like it is ripped up. Check this out. You see that? It's missing. We got some issues right there. I think I'm going to need a different cable. Yeah, that one got messed up. So this is a bogus cable. So let me see if I can get us a different cable here. Just put that in the trash. Look, it's tracking me. All right, camera, keep following me. Come on. Here, I'll let you guys follow me along here. Here we go. There we go. All right, come on. Come on. Here. One of the things I've done is, guys, this is nothing but USB cables, USB-C, A, whatever it is, it's in here, and it is a mess. And I tried to organize it one time, but I'm sure I will not be able to find what I need in a short amount of time. So let me see if I can find something here. Oh, this looks suitably perfect. Yep. Not bad. First choice. So there you go. If you are in need of a USB cable, my goodness, there it is. Look at that. All kinds of USBs in there. How many of you have a USB cable box that big? Loaded. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and let's go back down to our Workbench top here. Again, apologies. I'm kind of feeling a little out of sort here. All right, so then I'm trying to remember where the plug is. I haven't done this in so long. Where is that plug? Oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember how I had this plugged in. Where is it? Oh my goodness, I cannot find the plug. Wait a minute, I didn't. You know what? I need to check something. We may have a bigger issue than I thought. Huh. Yes, we do have a bigger issue than I thought. This, let me show you what we're talking about here. This right here was pulled out, but it pulled off this piece right here, which is the plug, which means this Nexus needs repair. It doesn't need a new core. The whole board needs a repair. So let me see if I can share. I may have to break. I don't know if I can fix this or not. Interesting. So this right here, I think I can zoom in here. See, this was the plug that was on the board. That's why I couldn't find it on the board, because it wasn't on the board. Oh man, let me see if I can fix this pin. We may have to solder this thing back in. That is weird that it came out so easily. Let me straighten that up here. Trying very hard not to break it. Wow, I didn't get that far in. You know, my live streams are usually just always going to have issues, but man, we didn't get very far in this one, did we? It is. Yeah, it's been pulled out. Looks like it's somehow the cable has been pulled out of it and not in a nice way. I don't remember doing that. Okay, at least I fixed that. Now, what I've got to do is I've got to figure out where on the board this was, and then maybe we'll drop a couple of, I do have, good news is we may be able to do this. Let me show you here. I do have the soldering iron here. Could probably do something pretty quick if I can figure it out. Let me go ahead and turn some light on here too. Interesting. Nicer way to store cables is a 3D print a cable hanger from, yeah, I think so. But I've got, my gosh, I don't have many places to hang anything else, but that's probably a good idea. Another larger one full of power cables. Yes, that's the one next to, well, the one next to is HDMI cables. I do have power cables up here. You can't see that. USB sockets get really stressed pretty badly, and I think that's a potentially bad design, especially, yeah, with search for sure. So, oh man, I was really wanting to check this core out, but it looks like we're going to have to do some electronic stuff first. So I'm going to get rid of the keyboard for now. I think I'm going to see if I can fix this thing. So let me move this keyboard. Wish I had more space. That's the one thing I do wish I had, was a little bigger space. By the way, I did find, just so you guys know, man, this pretty cool case right here. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but got ideas. I'm thinking about something with a screen in here and something down here in the bottom, but I don't know what that looks like yet. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition. But this thing was, it's like $7. So that's not bad. Oops, it fell away. Look at that. Let me see if I can get my camera. That remote tracking sometimes does some really weird things. Let me get that back over here. We can do that pretty quickly. You don't want to see that right there for sure. There we go. All right, let's go back and go back over here. Where is there we go. And turn our tracking back on. All right. Hope it didn't pull up any pads and traces. Yeah, I know. That's what we're going to find out. That's actually Patrick, USB socket. Yep, we talked about that. Thought that cable in, yeah, I did too. When I looked at it, I thought, did it pull off the little shielding route? But it actually pulled everything off. So on the plus side, my cable's still good. I guess got that yet, right? All right, let's see if we can figure out where this thing goes. Let me go back over here. Let's see if we can figure out. All right, my old eyes, I'm going to have to take off here and see if we can figure out where it came from. Looks like I found it. I think. Looks like it's right here. If you can see that. That says USB. There are two. Yeah, it looks like it was right there. So, because it says battery here, program, my guess is it fell right off of here. Let's see if it'll fit there. Yep, there it goes right there. I was just curious if it would just fit in there. I kind of think it was probably just, whoa, that's bad. Yeah, we got, oof. I don't think this thing's going to make it. I'm going to have to take out some of the, I may have to go ahead and, whoa, I've got to be very careful though. That is really close to, I'm not sure what this red blob is here. Anybody know what this little red blob would be right here? It's kind of interesting. Not sure why those are there, but this is where it goes. That's why I can never be a streamer with my eyes. I need everything I'm working on to be sick. I know, me too. I probably need to get one of those headsets. Looks like it has other USB socket on. Maybe that could be used. Well, the problem is I need this for the keyboard. If I had a barrel jack plug, I could use that for now. I'm trying to remember what the voltage is. Looks like 5 volts only. I don't know if I have a 5-volt barrel jack plug. We could do that. I don't know if I have anything that is USB hub. Yes, but I need that barrel jack. Plug both in. I don't think you can power from here because this says USB host. I don't know if you can see that. This says USB host. I don't think it pulls power from here. I think the only power is from here and here. But now I'm thinking about this. Do I have a 5-volt with that barrel jack connector? Red blobs might be some Loctite in an attempt to strengthen the mechanical section. Yeah, it probably was to help keep this thing from falling off. All right, let me try one other thing here real quick and just see. Because it does need to be repaired. I'm going to try something here. Let me get I don't have all my tools over here, but let me see if I have that one. Where was that? Where did I have that recently? Oh yeah, that's right. Not small enough. Oh, camera just lost me again, didn't it? Holy smokes. That thing is not the best, that's for sure. All right. Let's go back. This could be. There we go. Let me see if I can. There it is, right there. That's what I'm looking for, right there. You know you're serious when you're breaking out the X-Acto knife, guys. Let me put this back. And what I'm just trying to do is see if I can clean that out right here just a little bit so that maybe I can get that back in there, and then maybe we'll see if we can drop a little dollop of solder from this side. I'm doing this because I'm really afraid to drop any heat on it first. So if I can just make those holes a little closer first. This is not a good idea. Putting a X-Acto knife in your mouth, bad idea. You know, I'm full of bad ideas. Okay, let's see if we can. Nice shot at the top of my bald head, isn't it? All right, let's see if this maybe will sit in here. All right, that worked. So it's held into place. I'm curious. I might, just for the sake of now, because I don't really want to break all of my, let me go ahead and see if I can move this down just a little bit. I might just go ahead and see if it works. And then after the stream, I might touch a little drop of solder there and there. Is it going through? It is going through. Of course, it wouldn't take anything just to drop that down right now. What do you guys think? Should I break out the solder and just put a drop on there? I mean, it's right here. I don't think it's going to be. Seems logical for a connector. You'll be putting stress on. Let's see. Red blobs. 5 point. Mr. Landfill says it's 5.5 by 2.1 millimeter plug. Good to know. I think let's just check. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to see if it's at least powering for now. So let me do that. Let me grab my USB cable and we're going to plug it in, and I'm just going to see if we get some power. Make sure we haven't damaged the board beyond that. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to plug it in enough to, and I don't have anything. Oh wait, got to turn it on. Of course I don't have anything. I haven't turned it on. There we go. Don't worry about any of the top of the headshots. Worst case, you get a half dozen. Yeah, right. Nice. Yeah, no power here. So, let me try something here. Let me try it back. We may have damaged the board. Surely not. I don't know why I'm not getting power. I should be getting power. That's kind of odd. Let me try something here. What did I do with that other cable? This is the old cable. Still not buying that this is not working. Let me try it again here. Get you guys a little closer here. There we go. Make sure it's plugged in all the way. It's turned off. Okay. That's in. And my power source over here is a power source I've used regularly. I'm going to plug it back in again here. Card is in, but that wouldn't matter. I should get, what should happen is when I turn on power, these lights should come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so there we go. And then we've got our lights. So we've initialized here. So we have power. You know what? I'm going to do this. Oh, here's the other cable I was looking for. Go figure. I am going to, I'm going to fire up my soldering iron, gentlemen. So it is right here. We're going to go ahead and get that kicked up. You can see it's warming up, and I am going to turn this off, and we're going to drop a couple little blobs on the bottom of that and see if we can strengthen that a little bit. It's not going to need much, that's for sure. Got a fresh spool of wire here too. Let me go ahead and get you guys a, wow, this thing's already, I love this thing. It's already warmed up. Look at that. This thing is hot. Get all the cables out of the way before I pull it out of the case here. Let's move this over here. And I've got this, got my little, oh, how did I get, oh, the cables are hitting the keys. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get, holy cow, I'm a disaster today. There we go. So I have a little sponge here. I'm going to drop that in there. Pour just a little of my water on there. There we go. We'll let that. All right. And let's see if we can get this spool of solder open. My goodness gracious. Hey, Stefan, how are you? Good to have you here. Just saw you pop in. Sorry, there's probably others I've missed because, again, this is not my normal thing. What are we doing today? Well, we are, we're just trying to get into a stupid thing of solder. My gosh, what in the world? I am just having all kinds of problems today. So I'm going hard in with the X-Acto knife. There we go. All right, get that. Maybe throw this away. Be right back. Hold on. All right, I am back. So what we are working on, and I'm not waving at you. I'm trying to get, there we go. What we are working on is this right here. We had this is the FPGA that you can use with the Mega 65 core. So I'm trying to get it working again, but we had a little issue. This got pulled off the power. So I'm going to drop a little bit of solder on there. We're going to fix that. I mean, that's the goal anyway. We're going to try and fix it. So I'm going to do that right now. And hopefully I don't butcher this thing up. And then we're going to try and put the core on it. That's the goal. So we get this. I am going to cut that off. It's got tape on it. I do not want solder with tape on it. And I'm out of flux, so we're just going to do a kind of a quick and dirty here. All right, here we go. Taking my glasses off. You get a headshot here, right here. Go ahead and tin this up a little bit. There we go. That's a little big, but I think we'll be okay for what we're doing. Here we go. Touch that again. Got it. All right. That's fast enough. That hopefully will, let me see if I can zoom in there for you. It's not the best, but you can see I got a couple of good blobs on there. So this one, that one's a little blobbier than I would like, but let me see if I can get that one down there a little bit. There we go. Better. Okay. All right, let's turn this off, let that cool down. So that should take care of it. Now that should help our connection and also maybe hold it into place. So there we go, a little repair today. Didn't realize we were going to do a little repair on the FPGA, but kind of glad we did that. I think it'll be better. So let me go ahead and here we go. This thing's all out of sorts because it can't track my head. Okay, here we go. Put it back on. There we go. All right. I'm thinking this camera is more trouble than it's worth. Maybe I should just lock it into place and call it a day. And then you guys can just keep up with it. Let's see, let's just try that. I'm just gonna, oh, that's way too close. Let me bring this out a little bit. I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, and I'll try and stay into view for you. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work really well, but all right. What are you guys saying in chat? Let's see. Don't waste any. Seems logical for connector. Do eat. Don't worry about the top of the headshots. Okay, we talked about that. The name of the board reminds me of the old indie Nexus comic. Oh yeah, I remember them. What was the? There was a. I'm trying to remember the titles. Refresh my memory with the titles, but I do remember the old Nexus comics brand. Hey out there, what are we building? Stefan, we already talked about that. Idea for YouTube channel, show an interesting, useful board, demonstrate it works. Use heat station to liquefy all the solder and components off board. Great idea. There we go. SMD boards have I've been pretty lucky working with SMD boards. Oh, I've not no experience with those. None of the pads lifted, did they? No, does not appear the pads lifted. I don't think it was on there fast enough, and it is. Well, I'm gonna say this. That's pretty solid. So I think we're in good shape. Let's just test it now. Now the big test. Let's make sure we didn't botch something up. So let's grab our cable again. Make sure it's turned off. Let me move the, I'm just gonna move the soldering iron out of the way. It is kind of in the way and it's dinging up a bunch of stuff here. So let me get rid of this for a minute. Move that over here. There we go. That's out of the way. Okay, and I can put the tools I'm going to need maybe later. I don't know if I'm going to need, I won't need these after all, though. Forgot about that. Let's just go ahead and put those back over there. All right. Okay, I'm back. There we go. All right, let me put these back up here. Nice shot of my elbow. Let me get this. So now I can, oh, there we go. All right, now let's get back to what we were doing here. Let's get this thing plugged in. I'm still going to be very dainty with it for sure. I'm going to hold it before I plug it in, all those good things. All right, whew. Now let's check it out. There's no reason this thing should not be working. And we're working. We have lights. Boom. Okay. No, I would say no pads lifted. I think we are in good shape here, which is really nice. Now let me move this cable over here. I don't know, those of you that have been around with me for a while, this FPGA used to run the Mega 65 display behind my my studio kind of setup. In the old days, I've been at this for what, 3 years, and it seems like the old days. But I used to have a Mega 65 that was always running back here a demo, and I never used the dev kit that I had. I always use this FPGA to run those demos. So I'm actually hopeful that I can get this going again so that I can have a Mega 65 display and maybe demo back in the background again. So it's kind of the goal. It's one of the reasons I want to get down. I better put this up before I hurt myself. That's going to happen at some point for sure. So we'll put that there and put the blade facing away from me. There we go. All right. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to turn this off and let's see what's on the SD card now and if anything's working. So I'm going to turn that off. The next thing I need to do is I need to plug in a monitor. And the monitor I'll be using for this is the WiMAX. I love these little things. And the reason I love them is check it out. Check out the you got VGA, you got HDMI, you've got the AV components, you've even got the, was this BNC? There we go. If I just look, there you go. So you have all the connections you need. These things are great. I love these little guys, and they're small and tiny too. So we're going to set that up. And this comes with this power adapter right here. So we'll plug that in. And we need to plug in old school VGA cable. So I have that here for us right here. So we'll plug that in. Let me see. Can I zoom out? I need to check. I may have a text. Let's see. I know I do. I have a text from the lovely accountant. She is out and has found something interesting. We have a grandniece. Here, I'll show you what she has found. Here, this is real time stuff, man. She found this for the grandniece. So evidently, we are getting that for the grandniece. So that's fine. So apologies, but you know she's out shopping, so I wanted to make sure that I see what's going on, and if she has things that she needs me to get, or if she has a request for a list, um, I want to be sure and answer that. So, told you this is very ad hoc. This is not like my normal live streams, guys. So this is very much me just hanging out. So thanks for hanging out with me today. It's kind of fun. Have you guys with me. I should probably grab one of those monitors. Could use an extra display. Yeah, I've got links everywhere for those. Go if you go. Oh, actually, I think. Do I have it? I think I have that. I can't remember if the WiMAX it is in there. I think it is. Let me see. Store. Why aren't those working? Let me see. Check. Let's check here. But I think I have a link to it down here. Well, my goodness. Yeah, this setup is got something's got to happen with this because this is just it's doing some really weird stuff. Remove. Yes. Okay, so let's get back over here. Okay, let's try that. So that should work, I think, and we'll go check it together. Oh, my goodness, what in the world? Paste. There we go. It keeps wanting to come over here and paste something over here in OBS, and I'm not even in OBS. Look over here. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. I think I have the WiMAX here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, that's weird. Now my Mac screen isn't working. Let's see if I can. Well, rats. It's not showing the screen. Let's see if it does this. Very odd. Let's see if we can just. Well, anyway, you have the link. I'm going to check and see if that is in there. I think it's under. Da, 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 Where's my? There it is. Under the studio stuff. Let me see if it's down there. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's the EO. That is not the Wimexit. You know, these may not be available anymore. Let's see. Wimexit 7. Let's see if these are available. Oh, wow. These are not available anymore, guys, which that kind of stinks. I'm checking it out online. Those are not available. I do have another one that's similar that I just purchased not long ago. Let's see if I can find that one for you. That I really like too. Let's see if I can find it. What are you guys seeing anyway? All right, let me see if I can find that for you. I think it's called the. All right. Yeah, there it is. This is the. Oh wait, maybe it's this one. Let's see. Let's see if that's. Yeah, currently unavailable. This Wimexit is unavailable, which kind of stinks. This is one I just bought for the studio. That's pretty good. You can take a look at it. I know you can't see it here, but I'm just going to put the link in for you. So. Check. I do not understand how it does that when I'm over here in this actual app. Weird. Did it again. Why? Huh, this is really, it's really odd. This is, I cannot, I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, no, that's not it either. Okay, yes, you've distracted me, Martin. It's your fault. Let me see if I'm going to try one more thing here. See if we can get this to work one more time. I don't need to do that. I need to do this, 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 this. There we go. Oof, my goodness, it's really weird. I'm pasting in one app, but it's pasting over in a different app. It's like OBS is trying to take over control of all my keystrokes because it's running, which is good. That's the reason I don't ever want to do this in a prepared live stream. This would be disastrous in a prepared live stream for sure. So anyway, let me get back to see if we can do. Yeah, this is not the best setup in the world for a prepared. I will never do a prepared here until I get this thing worked out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in here. It is a little tight in here, I will say, especially with this little base. This is a horrible base. I do like the, it does have VESA mounts. It would be better with a different mount. But for what I'm doing today, this will work fine. There we go. And we will go ahead and screw those in because I'm sure if I don't, we'll pull it out at some point. We'll have an issue and we won't know what's causing it. Well, I can get that in there. There we go. Hey, anybody from this group, Vintage Computer Festival Midwest? There's only 7 of you, so probably not. I think most of you are either West Coast or overseas. I don't think, but I'm headed to Vintage Computer Festival Midwest next weekend. Jamie over at Jamie's Hack Shack, you all know Jamie, is going with me. We're actually not riding together. That is a unusual aspect ratio. Agreed. So it was odd why they chose it, but it actually works perfect for an application I have in another room. But it does have all those great connectors, which is kind of cool. I'm in Poland, so yeah, you're probably not. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? Greg, thanks for joining. I don't think we've met. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. This is very much what I call an ad hoc live stream. This is not a prepared live stream. There's no, I haven't prepared. There's nothing going on except me just yapping while I'm working on a project. So do not take this as indicative of all my live streams. Basically, is the point there. But good to have you here and joining us. I'm VCSW for life, Evil J. Yes, I know that. One of these days, maybe we'll make it down your way. I'd like to do that at some point too. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in right here. And then the last thing, once we get this plugged in, we need to plug in a keyboard. So we're going to switch cameras here so that you can see everything that's going on. At least I say we're going to switch cameras. I'm hopeful we can switch cameras. Let's go ahead and we'll try this right here. There we go. And the keyboard we're using for today is the only keyboard I've ever got to work. One of the things that's very quirky about the Nexus 4 is it requires a certain type of keyboard. The only thing I've had that has worked is this old nasty Dell. I call it an old nasty Dell keyboard. This is the L100. Right there, the L100. It is a horrible keyboard. Our IT department got rid of a ton of these. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. They were sitting in a box, and I was going through a bunch of different ones that they had, and this one actually worked. So I was able to grab this from an auction. Believe it or not, we auction our stuff occasionally, and at one point we did have an auction. I got this for $1. So an old nasty, and it was weird because I had to try it, see if it would work, and it worked. And then I went through that whole thing. So here we go. I'm going to plug this back in. This is why we couldn't power, because we need that USB for this right here. Let's go ahead and turn on our monitor. It should be, it would help if I plugged in the monitor, of course, right? Stephen, always plug in everything. Because when I live stream, I get distracted and I don't do the things I would normally do if I weren't distracted. So let's go ahead and plug that in. There we go. All right, so you can see that. I can get you a little better view here. Let me pull that up a little bit for you. There we go. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to, I think I've got to make sure this is on VGA. Now this is, oh goodness, this is a pain in the neck. This thing, trying to get the right, see it's on there, and I can never remember what the stinking little thing, I mean, it's just a horrible interface. There's no logic, but we've got to get it to VGA. So that's going to take a half an hour. So take a break, and now I've turned it off because I hit the wrong key, which happens all the time. So let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, we go here. Now, see, that wasn't it. That's volume. And that wasn't it. Just weird. This whole menu thing. I have no earthly idea how this works. Okay, so you select this, and then you hit it again. There we go. Okay, and then VGA, and then I think it swaps over automatically. I hope. I don't think it did. Let's see. Yeah, see, it didn't. So then I have to go back over here and have to figure out which, and that's not it. That's the wrong one. So it wasn't the one right next to it. So let's try this again. Go back to VGA, and maybe it's the first one. There we go, VGA. So it's that one, and oh, that's just weird. And there's no markings on the top that tell you what you're hitting. You just have to get lucky. All right, let's turn this on and see if anything from the old SD card is working. Hey, Sarah, good to have you here. Who else do we have? Mr. Landfill says, oh, Mr. Landfill's going to try and get the Midwest. Outstanding. Oh, look, it's working. Holy cow. It's actually working. I did not think it was working. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it wasn't working because we were having problems with the power. Now I can change the aspect on this too. Let's see if I can do that. Let's risk it, shall we? Oh, no, it's not that one. I don't want that one. Hold on. I want this one. And then I want to goof around. Oh, nope. Goof around with, nope, that's not it. So now we got to figure this out. Let's see. It is, nope, not that one. This menu, I tell you, this menu is just horrible, folks. No earthly idea what I'm doing. None whatsoever. But I can change the aspect ratio, and I really wanted to do that. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Let's see, music. I don't have, I'm not piping any sound through here. I guess I could. There is a little bit of sound on here. Let's see, where is picture mode? I thought I could change it by 4. You can change it to 4:3. I've done it before. I'm not sure where to do it. Maybe it's there. But then I got to remember how to set it. See, that's not it. This menu, just horrible. Okay. Nope. See, that was wrong. So that went back to here. That's not back. That's not back. And I think it changes which buttons do what, which is really kind of, see, that's not right either. And that's back over here. And that was that. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Now, what do I use to select? Say it wasn't that one, which was the select previously. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I don't want to mess with that. What a horrible menu. There we go. Think. That's the VGA adjust. Ugh. I'm gonna leave it, guys. I'm done. This menu, it wears me out. This is the worst thing about this menu, or about this monitor. I cannot stand this menu. I'm sure after time, see, I just automatically turned it off. Okay, anyway, forget that. What I'm going to do though is let's go ahead and let it boot back up. Okay, there we go. I guess I could put, I don't know if I have something I could put sound on for us or not. Let me see. I need a mono to, let me check. This gentleman. And why did that move? A lot of work doing it. This is audio cables. So let's see if we can find something that will let me get us some audio. This might work. Yeah, this might work. We'll check it out. This is probably what we need right here. That was sheer luck picking that one out. Okay, so let's go back here. And let's plug this into here. I don't know if you notice there is Ethernet on here, which is really nice. All right, and then let's plug this into here. And let's turn up the volume and see if we have any sound. Can you hear it? Not the best sound in the world, but at least it does give us everything that we need. Let me just go back over here. There we go. And not that window. All right. So I think you can hear that probably. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? You can also Samsung. Is it in Chicago? It is in Chicago. It's actually in Schaumburg this year, which is a really nice location. It's at the, I think it's the Renaissance by Marriott, and I decided to stay somewhere else. But um, let's see. I have a box of audio. Oh, you can't. You cannot hear this. Is that right, Martin? Well, that must mean my noise cancellation on the mic is doing a really good job. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can bust through it. That's at 100. Evil can't hear either. Wow. Let me see if there's this Insta360 must be trying to get rid of background noise. Hey Dan, we know. I finally get to meet retroCombs. I'm running a. Oh yeah, I'll see you there at VCFMW. Good. Yeah, it'd be good to meet you, Dan. Look forward to it. Are you going to be doing a presentation this year at VCFMW? Let me know. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the FPGA here a little bit, Dan. I think you just popped in on us. Uh, they didn't accept your talk. Get out of town. Seriously? I would have thought that the Mega 65 would have, was it? Oh, well, I guess I should ask first. I'm just assuming. Was it going to be on the Mega 65? And kind of interesting that they didn't accept it. I will stop by your booth for sure though and say hello. We'll be great to get a chance to meet you. I'm going to be there for Saturday. I'm actually going to be there Friday. I'm going to be there Saturday all day. Bringing my daughter. I'm excited about that. She's never been. And then maybe an hour or two on Sunday, and then I'm headed further north after that. But yeah, be good. Be good to meet you. Still can't believe you guys cannot hear this. Let me see if I can turn off in the settings. More settings, auto tracking, anti flicker. I'm checking to see if my microphone, image settings, control settings. I don't see a way to, let me go ahead and turn the auto tracking back on for a minute. There we go. I don't see a way to make modifications in software to the microphone. So it must be killing background noise, which is, it's doing a really good job, because if you guys cannot hear this, that's pretty amazing. So just saying. Anyway, let me go back here. Yeah, yes, it was a Mega 65 talk. They had talk proposals for Commander X16, Phoenix, and Mega 65, and they felt like they could only pick one. Really interesting. What time Saturday does it start? Starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday, is my understanding. They must have a lot of talks for sure. Yeah, it was first year they had more proposals than slots. These shows keep growing, which is great. It's a great time to be in the retro community for sure. Well, Dan, maybe it's time for us to do another Megavision at some point. That could be a lot of fun too. We haven't done one of those in a while. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm trying to get done here, which is this is working. I do not remember what version of the core is on here. Let's see. RTC is not working on the board. This has not been updated in a while. So this is 287. Dan, I don't know if you remember what the latest version of the ROM is. Anyway, I want to grab kind of the goal. What I was planning to do today is I'd like to update this with the latest core and the latest ROM package. So, and SD cards. So I don't know. We're going to give that a shot. So I'm going to need to do some things on the computer, which is fine because I have, let's see, I believe I have the Discord up. Yep, going over to the Discord right now. Let me go ahead and get that screen up for you and see if it works. There we go. So we're in the Discord. I'm going to go to the Mega 65 Discord. And I need to go to, I think it was, and I'm actually glad Dan's here because he could probably help me out here. Where is the testing? I was just there. Is it here? Nope, that's not it. It is platform testing. Here we go. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to grab, actually, you know what? What I want to do, what do I want to do? Make a flash. Where was that conversation? I think it maybe it was under FPGA. Let's see. Let's see. Where was my conversation? I should really write things down. It was Leiden wanting me to check the latest. It's not the C64 core. Is it here? See, I don't. Is it here? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, fine. Whew, wow, finally found it. Make a flash for release 0.97 test. So I was going to test this for everyone to see if it works. So let me see if I can scroll up here and grab the components I need. 65 versions wrong. Where is the latest core? The 0.97. Is this it? I saw Dave's talk at BCFW. It was cool and interesting, but I'd really rather they had given your. Yeah, I agree. It's contentious, but I'm inclined not to make a big deal. Yeah, especially if they're in a tight spot. They decided against my talk. Technically, it was already online, but that was intended as a practice for. Oh, wow, that's kind of bad. Yeah. Um, Dan, I'm trying to find where I grab 0.97. Oh, here it is. New build with corrected flash for 4. Nexus is here. Okay, here we go. And it looks like I want this one right here. And Nexus 4. There we go. And here's the SD card files. What I don't know is, does this require a specific ROM? So let me grab the latest ROM. Where is the Shouldn't need a specific ROM. Latest stable is plenty where you could get the latest beta. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to decide what I want to grab here. I think I just want the, let me just type in with ROM. I thought there was, oh, am I not logged in? I'm not logged in. That's why. There we go. There we go. Have to be logged in to get the ROM. There we go. Let's just go ahead and grab the latest one. We'll just update our SD card. download that. That's a slow download. Wow. Okay, so that should get me, let's get both of these on the desktop so I can find them. So here and here. And we'll get rid of these. All right. Close that. Close that. And let's see, let's bring up our two windows here. Okay, that should get everything that we need. So this is, of course, we've got the widgets here. Yeah, so there's a difference in those. This is August, this is February. I think I'll go ahead and use these. I think that'll be good. So we'll do that. Do need the wrong file though, so let me grab that. There we go. All right, so that should give me everything I need there. And now what we'll do is we will insert our SD card and start to transfer some files. So what that looks like, gentlemen, is we go back to our workbench over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And then we're going to take out the SD card. Right there. I don't think this thing will focus. I'll be surprised if it focuses. Oh, it did. Look at that. Right there. And we're going to plug that in to my reader. I've got a little reader over here. The other thing that I'm really interested in doing at some point, and Dan, you've probably already done it, there are a ton of new stuff, new games, new applications, your assembler package, all kinds of stuff that I would like to try. Let's see, what Dan would you say? Something about you have no earthly idea what I'm doing? I don't either. So let me see. Let me see what you're talking about here. Let's see. You should have. I'm not sure what you're trying to. Actually, all I'm trying to do is Leiden wanted me to check and see if I could get the latest bitstream running on this Nexus 4. So that's all I'm trying to do, make sure it's working. It hasn't been working previously, so I'm just trying to get it working. Yeah, Maniac Mansion would be very good. So I need to figure, and I know, Dan, do you remember if anybody had finally created the joystick connector for our Nexus 4? Was that ever done? Was that project ever finished? Because that's what's really missing. You really need a joystick on here to make this thing work well. Bring downstairs for a drink, spending a 3-day weekend drunk for tax purposes. Very funny, Evil J. All right, so let me go here and let me get some files. Here's what's on here currently. You can see we have the bit file. So the bit file is the one that I need from here. So we're going to copy. Let's go ahead and just to make sure I have that one. I think if I put that in a folder, it will not find it. So that should be okay. Just so I have it. And then we're going to bring over the bit file from here. There we go. And then we're going to take our SD card files from here, pull those over here. And we want to replace. All right, that should, and I've got a few extra things on here that were not part of the SD package here. So here's what we did. I took this bit file here, copied it over right here. You see that? And I took these SD card files and I put them here. I did put the old bit file in bitstream file in here just in case this one isn't working, I can easily just drag it back out and get rid of this one. It should work. So now what we're going to do is we are going to eject this. And we're going to go back to our workbench. And we are going to see if we can plug this in and if this new core bit stream rather, and everything is working. So that's the goal. All right, so let's plug this in. All right. Okay, the big test. Of course, got to be careful because we did have to solder this back on because it was broke. Hey, focus in. There we go. Come on, get focused over here. There we go. Let's turn it on and see what happens. Keep those fingers crossed. It does take a little bit longer to boot because we're booting from the bitstream. The bitstream is loading into the Nexus 4. See that there, auto adjusting. It says busy. It is a little trickier for sure. Looks like it's not booting. Something's going on though. There's a little flicker right here. Let me see. I say I don't think anyone built the Nexus peripheral board. Yeah, I know. Be really nice. I think it's possible to build via PCB way. I haven't tried it. I should probably give that a shot at some point and take a look at it. High temp 63 Saturday, perfect temp for travel to Chicago for sure. Yeah, this is not working. Let me turn this off because it looked like it was trying to. Oh, it's got this, yeah, the screen thing going on, which means it's not working. I don't think. Yeah, that's not working. Let me try something else here. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're on VGA, so that's good. All right, let me take a look at something here. All right, I'm just going back over to the computer for a minute and checking a few things. It's loading a bit stream, but it doesn't seem to be working. Did I get the? I did get the right one. 4-bit. Yep, got the right one. I'm going to try something. All right, let's try that. And then while I'm at it, I am going to grab the most recent version from the file host, not the beta, and just have that on hand too. So let me grab that for us. Oh, actually, I have that. I don't need to regrab that. I have that. That was in that other one, and I did not trash that, so I should be good. There it is. And that's here. All right, there we go. I know you couldn't see that, and I've decided not to swap that back over. All right, so now let's put that back in here. And turn it on. I'm sure there will be tables of stuff. Oh, that one, that now we're not, it's not working at all now. Interesting. I always have problems with the FPGA. What is going on? Now, let's see, here's the problem. It could be any sort of things. It could be a lot of different things causing it not to work. So let's go ahead and see if we can use the old bitstream and get it working again, see if we can troubleshoot from there, since we know it was working. Hmm. Everything else looks good on the SD card. It's really interesting. Let me see. Eject. Could just be that core. If I were smart, I would have used a different SD card. But this one was already formatted for the Mega 65 and ready to go. Oh, here we go. See, this is working. See, we get the error. This Mega ROM needs a newer version of the Mega Core. Please update. So this Mega 65 ROM needs a newer version of the Mega 65 Core. That's really kind of interesting. But that's what I was trying to do. Trying to load a newer core. All right, so that gives me at least an indication that um, it's working with the old core. So there's that thing again, just doing its weirdness. There we go. All right, let's see if I'm going to show you what I'm trying to figure out here. So this is what we have. This is the core that's working, or the bit stream that's working. This bit stream is the latest, and it is not working. Let's just try that one more time. Let's take this one back in. You can't have both of them on there on the root at the same time. So that's why I'm moving them in and out of a directory. So let's go ahead and try this again. I feel like it's not going to work, but I don't know. For some reason, you do these things. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Let's try it again. I don't think it's going to work because we don't have any lights. Yeah, we got the flashing busy. I think you can see that's, yeah, that's flashing. That's not good. That's what we call the not good light. Oh my goodness. What in the world could it be? Hmm. Let me let's try this from scratch. So what I'm going to do is I'm deleting everything. And let's go back. All right, so this is the one that's working. Let's get rid of everything, move to trash, move to trash. You probably won't find that, but you'll find a few box 64s, yeah, lots of loose chips. Oh, you guys are talking about VCF MW. I got you. You could go back to the version 95 ROM probably, but it sounds like you're trying to get, yeah, I'm trying to get the latest one running, the test score. That was kind of the goal. I mean, I'd like to get it working, something working, if that makes any sense. New build with corrected flasher for Nexus. So that's what we're trying to do. This one right here. Um, test on Nexus. Bitcoin has a duplicate widget. Does not enter Mega Flash on no scroll. Control X or Tab does not work. So he's getting a screen, but he's not getting some of these other things working. And Gürçe didn't have much luck either. So at least he's at least getting a screen loaded. Let me try it. Let me try it again here. That's the build. Here's the bit file right here. Let's drag that over. Let's make sure we use, I've already done this, but let's go ahead and just make sure we've got everything here. Place. Okay, that should give us exactly, let me remove, let's see, what's not on there. Let's see. Audio mix banner, thumb, ether load, freezer, thumb, make disk. Go ahead and I'm going to move this to the archive. Make sure that disk wasn't causing some problems. Mega 65 info, monitor. There's no onboard. Let me go ahead and move that to the archive. There's no popcorn. Oh, that's just mod files. We'll go ahead and move that to the archive. ROM load is on there. Okay, so that should give me pretty much the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got this one too. Let me move this one. 12 plus the ROM plus the bitstream. Okay, we're good. That should be exactly the same thing now. Let's go ahead and eject it. Back to our workbench. Let's go ahead and plug this in. And what time is it? If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to bounce out, gentlemen. I'll catch up on chat here before I do bounce out, though. See what you guys are up to. This probably, I'll probably I probably won't leave this live very long, but not much here for anybody who just didn't want to hang out. All right, so we are. This isn't going to work. I can already tell. Oh, scratch that. Maybe I lied. Yep, we've got that same thing happening. The screen, something is loaded. But it's not load. It feels like it's not loading the ROM. Try CPU reset. Got the flashing busy. And then you can't see it, but there's this moire pattern on the screen. So not much luck with this core. Hey, Power Vintage, how you doing? I'm running a table for display for the first time. Oh, excellent. Look forward to seeing you there. What kind of table? What are you displaying? Because it'll be, I'll come looking for you. By the way, I'll probably be wearing a shirt with this. So those of you there, come look for me. Not that you'll forget this mug for sure, but what could this be? Dan, any thoughts? I don't know, Dan, if you're still online, you may have bounced out on us. Hey, Dave, how are you? Dave's coming in kind of late. Don't know what this could be. Let's try one last thing here. Let's just see if we can get something working now. So I'm going to, I've got about 10 minutes. So let me see if I can try one last thing here. So let me go back here. And what I'm going to do is we are going to grab, we're just gonna get a new one. Let's see, essentials. All right, we need the there we go. Back at 65 core release. That looks like it's the latest. Okay, let's try this one. Now here's the thing, I don't remember which one it is. So I'm confused now. So I'm gonna have to kill all these. Did I just download? There we go. All right, so let's try this one now. So let's get rid of, so this is pretty old. This says October 22. That's not right. Maybe it is. Well, looks like 9.5. It says 9.3. Interesting, because this says 9.3 But I thought we tried to download the 9.5 version. Oh, this is really weird. There's not a lot here. This says 23. Yeah, so it's just duplicated that again. Maybe they're just, let's just see if it'll work. So let's move to trash, bitstream. Let's just see if that's going to work. If it were file fragmentation, why would that one have worked? And where is my, for heaven's sakes, InstaLink needs some work on its tracking for sure. Either that or I've got some weird lighting going on here. Yep, that one didn't work either. Same thing. It's actually flickering. That is so bizarre. Okay, well, I think that's it for me. Yeah, what time is? Yeah, I've got to get going anyway, so I've got to stop here at 6. So hey, let me just check up on chat, see what's going on before I get out of here. Get caught up a little bit. So thank you for those. Yeah, about 9-10 of you hanging in there with me. So appreciate you just kind of hanging out while I'm working in the or on the workbench. Good to have you all here today. Let's see if I've missed anything. High temps, circuits, that did have a good one. Better late than never. Yeah, Dave, coming in better late than never for sure. I'm still stuck on emulation. Does anyone know where these are going to be available again? Wait, what are we looking at? I expect not too popular here, but Atari STs from the OG 520 ST to the Falcon, a reproduction Atari ST board, and a slew of various modern accelerators. That sounds kind of cool. Are you flashing the core? No, I'm just trying to install, just dropping the bit on the SD card. I'm not trying to flash the core, not set up for that. Actually have not done that yet on the Nexus 4 to actually flash the core. I was hoping to get the bitstream working, and then maybe later that would be something I would try, but I have not tried that. So, all right, well, it looks like I'm pretty well caught up here on the chat. So that is it for me. Hey, thanks again, guys, for hanging out there with me, joining me today. It's always good to have some folks in chat kind of help me out. And again, got to see the FPGA board fixed, the little power thing all messed up. If it would not be a retroCombs live stream if there weren't errors, and just seems pretty much to the course that this thing isn't working. So that's it for me. retroCombs out. See you guys. See some of you next week. Look forward, Dan and Evil J, seeing you. Not Evil J. Who else was going to be there? Anyway, whoever's going to be there, BCFMW, we'll see you there. And there'll be some. I'm not sure how I want to cover that yet. I've done a video for the last 2 visits. I don't know if I want to do another video this time because when I do a video, it takes away from actually enjoying the show. But we'll see. Who knows what I'll come up with, but I'm sure there'll be some report maybe during the next live stream, which, by the way, there will not be a live stream next weekend because I will be at BCFMW unless I do some live streaming from the event. If you're interested in that, let me know. Those of you in the Discord, let me know if you're interested, and maybe I'll do a quick live stream. Maybe Dan and I can just pop on a live stream real quick and say hi. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to get? See you guys later. Bye.